Kill.
Born a son of Waxia. Die a loyal soul of Waxia. What's going on? I'm alive again. What a lovely couple. Do you really think a fool is easy to bully? Since I've lived again, I will return to the peak and sweep away all injustices in the world.
You didn't beat him to death, did you?
If he's dead, he's dead. He's just a fool anyway. Even if he has royal blood. His father, Prince Ning, passed away long ago. Other royal bloodlines have also been wiped out. If your father hadn't protected him, and he wasn't a harmless fool. Otherwise, he should have died long ago.
Of course, it's me, your fiancé.
A ghost.
All right. I'm not dead yet.
You're actually not dead. Your life is truly tough.
Just now, you were trying to murder me. I'm going to report this to the Imperial.
Who? Who? Murdered a brat like you? Young master, I was just playing around with you.
Playing around? With a fool?
Exactly.
Is that how you play?
Zhao Chengfeng, what are you doing? Harming the young Marquis like this. He is the heavenly empresses.
He just said himself. He was playing with a fool. Beaten by a fool? Who would believe that?
The film was translated.
Zhao Chengfeng, are you crazy? The young Marquis has a noble status. If you hit him, you will suffer extreme punishment.
Don't forget. You are now my fiancé. Speaking up for an outsider. This is so unvirtuous for a woman.
What nonsense are you talking about? What are you doing?
She really is a beauty. Since you are my fiancé, then I can consummate the marriage early and enjoy myself.
Who wants to marry a fool like you?
Thanks to both of you for hitting me on the head. Like that, I'm now clear-headed. But you two are about to have bad luck.
Impossible. A brat is just a brat. You were born a fool, and you'll be a fool your whole life. You can't possibly get better.
Wang Sui is already my woman. It's not your turn to lay a finger on her, you brat. I advise you to quickly annul the marriage, then kneel down and kowtow to me an apology. Perhaps I'll leave your corpse intact. Otherwise, I'll make you.
What do you want me to do?
I'll make you die a horrible death.
Threatening me?
You brat. How dare you hit me?
So what if I hit you?
I'm the son of the Imperial's uncle. A dignified scholar of the Wenyuan Pavilion.
I hit precisely Imperial relatives like you. I hit precisely second-generation officials like you.
You're dead. Everyone, come in. Take this person and chop him into 18 pieces. Yes.
Come on.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
This? How is this possible? Not only has he become smarter, actually, so good at fighting.
Try threatening me again.
It's good that you're not foolish, lest others laugh at me for only bullying a fool. Since that's the case, don't blame me, Shi Lingyan, for being ruthless.
Still asking for a beating.
Zhao Chengfeng, do you know why only you, a fool, survived?
There's something conspiratorial here.
Indeed. Back then, Prince Ning was charged with treason, and his entire family was executed. Yet only you, Zhao Chengfeng, escaped the calamity. That was because the Imperial Court pitied you as a fool. Other Imperial bloodlines, as long as they were normal and not foolish, also perished. That's why only you, Zhao Chengfeng, are alive. Now then, he is no longer foolish. Everyone has seen it with their own eyes. Once I return to the palace and report to the Heavenly Empress, you can just wait for the poisoned wine.
I say, you young man, have no martial ethics. If I silence you now, how would you respond?
You! How dare you! Quickly, get up and protect me. Dare to act presumptuously again, and I'll have my father dispatch troops to raise the general's residence. Not only you, but the Mu family will also be finished.
Chengfeng, you are the sole heir of Prince Ning's residence. You cannot act on impulse. Chengfeng, a true man knows when to yield and when to stand firm. Just consider your uncle to have wronged your Prince Ning's residence. For your safety, and for our general's residence. Please sign this marriage contract.
These past few years, Uncle Mu has not stinted on taking care of this fool. As a person, one must know how to repay kindness. So be it. For the sake of my senior uncle, I will concede a step. A woman like her, greedy for vanity, and favoring the rich while disdaining the poor. I don't care for her either. Bring a pen.
Who are you calling greedy for vanity, snobbish, and worships wealth? You're a coward yourself? Why act so high and mighty? If you know what's good for you, sign it quickly.
Hey, I'm telling you, are you still a person from the general's residence? They just now said they would raise your home to the ground. And now you are eagerly trying to curry favor. Enough. I'll just teach you a lesson. A letter of divorce.
What? A letter of divorce? What do you mean?
What do you mean? It means that you woman are not worthy to be my wife. Remember this, it was I who divorced you, not a broken engagement.
You still disdain me? A fool like you deserves to be a bachelor for life. What right do you have to disdain me?
Disdain you? You actually got it right. Even if I were to marry this servant girl today, I still wouldn't marry you, Mu Wangsu.
Tell me, will you marry this fool?
Just look. Even a most humble and ugliest servant girl looks down on him. Stop pretending.
Although I don't know what your purpose is, but if you don't marry me, I'll tell the old general that you are an undercover assassin.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Stop pretending. When those guards just now made their move, I noticed something was off about you.
Impossible. How could you possibly see through my disguise?
Either nod and marry me, or your identity will be exposed. You choose.
General, the servant is willing to marry young Master Zhao.
What?
What?
So be it. At least there will be someone to look after my son Chengfeng. This old man, agree.
So you two were already secretly involved. It seems you're not so foolish after all. You even know how to find a woman. Guards, take my memorial and quickly return to the palace to report. Just say that Zhao Chengfeng, the son of Prince Ning, suddenly became enlightened and is no longer foolish. And furthermore, he is exceptionally intelligent. I'd like to see, you bastard, can survive for 3 days.
And this short-sighted servant girl who doesn't know what's good for her, take her away to be buried with him?
Absolutely not.
General Mu, too late. All of this is Zhao Chengfeng's own doing.
Well, you, Li Qinju, you told me you were on a secret mission. Yet you disguised yourself as a servant girl and frequently infiltrated the general who guards the nation's residence.
Imperial advisor, this Zhao Chengfeng seems no longer foolish.
Now it seems this Zhao Chengfeng is indeed intelligent, since he can see through Li Qinju's disguise. His Majesty's use of him truly shows foresight. You may go in and proclaim the Imperial decree.
Yes. The Imperial decree has arrived. Zhao Chengfeng, receive the Imperial decree.
The Imperial decree is here. The Heavenly Empress must have listened to my advice to execute Zhao Chengfeng and then annul this engagement. Eunuch, this person is Zhao Chengfeng. He was feigning madness and foolishness before. Now his deception is exposed. This is a grave crime of deceiving the Emperor. Quickly proclaim his decree. Punish him for his crime. Execute him.
Eunuch, this child is just a fool. He merely suffered a head injury. It's a dying flicker of lucidity. He's not truly recovered yet.
It's too late to say anything now. Zhao Chengfeng, this is your last chance. Now, crawl under my crotch and pass through. I will instruct the executioner, when beheading you, to be swift and clean, so that you suffer less.
No. I must continue to feign foolishness. To save my life. Xiaohua. Where is my Xiaohua? You stepped on my Xiaohua. You deserve a beating.
Quickly, protect me. Seize the fool.
Xiaohua. They are all bad people. Did they hurt you by stepping on you? They truly deserve a beating.
Eunuch, you also saw it. He committed violence in public, injuring a relative of the heavenly Empress. His crime deserves death.
This humble servant personally witnessed that. This Zhao Chengfeng, son of Prince Ning, is still in a state of idiocy. According to the laws of our great Zhou, a fool injuring someone is not a capital offense. After all, he doesn't know what he's doing.
This matter cannot be simply overlooked.
This humble servant's visit this time to proclaim the imperial decree is of utmost importance. The young marquis's personal grievances must not offend His Majesty's grace.
Xiaohua. What exactly is this imperial decree?
Zhao Chengfeng, whether you are truly foolish or merely feigning it, the heavenly Empress will not let you off. Once you lose the general's residences, protection of the engagement, watch how I use the immense power in my hands to crush him.
Zhao Chengfeng, receive the imperial decree.
Holy decree ordained.
By the mandate of heaven, the imperial decrees thus. I have heard that the son of Prince Ning, Zhao Chengfeng, is honest and filial, possessing both talent and virtue. Therefore, I specially decree that Zhao Chengfeng shall inherit the title of Prince Ning to serve the nation loyally. By imperial order.
What? Granting Zhao Chengfeng the title of Prince Ning? How is this possible?
Eunuch, is there a mistake?
This is an imperial edict from His Majesty. Who would dare to make a mistake? Could it be that you even dare to question an imperial edict?
This humble one dares not.
Zhao Chengfeng, receive the edict.
Receive the edict. All imperial descendants were slaughtered by the demon Empress. Only I'm left, a sole heir. If I accept this edict, I won't be far from death.
Zhao Chengfeng, why are you still standing there stunned? Hurry and kneel to receive the edict.
If you want me to receive the edict, you must grant me a death exemption token.
I've served in this household for so many years, but this is the first time I've seen someone receive an edict and still haggle.
The film
Zhao
was
Chengfeng,
translated
are you crazy?
and narrated by
I was already crazy to begin with. But even if I'm crazy, I still know that the entire imperial family has only me, a sole heir of the Zhao clan, left. Without a death exemption token, I won't live for 3 days.
Defying an imperial edict is punishable by death.
If you kill me, then even the last heir will be gone. The entire Zhao clan's realm would then be handed over to others. I have but one life, and it's not worth regretting if I die. It would just be a pity for this vast Zhao clan's empire.
Then I shall grant your wish today. First, I'll chop off your dog head.
Stop!
Zhao Chengfeng, quickly receive the edict. From now on, I will be responsible for your safety.
What a beautiful peerless beauty. May I ask if you are married?
Impudence. This is the imperial advisor of our great Zhou, immortal master Luo. Do not be rude.
Imperial advisor.
Eunuch. I say he is beyond help. Just drag him out and behead him.
I'll accept it. I'll accept it. You're the young Marquis, aren't you? Upon seeing this Prince Ning, why aren't you kowtowing and greeting me?
Zhao Chengfeng, don't be delusional. Even if you've been granted a princely title, you're still a foolish prince.
This prince is a princely peerage. And you, a young master of a marquisate, dare to speak to this Prince Ning like that. This is insubordination and contempt for national law. You deserve a beating.
Zhao Chengfeng, what are you so proud of?
This slap. Hitting you on behalf of your father. Short-sighted. Foolish-minded.
Zhao Chengfeng, you hit a woman.
I hit you. Because you deserve it. Regardless of whether you are male or female, if it weren't for the dignity of the general's residence, I would be even less merciful.
Zhao Chengfeng, pack your bags. We are going to the Prince Enning residence.
No need to pack. A fool. What valuable items could he possibly have? I will leave
The
now.
film was translated and
The things here.
narrated by Media.
I will take nothing. Farewell.
How dare she let Luo Union, that vile woman, cause trouble right under my nose, and even let that old fool awaken, and come to be infected as a king. A bunch of good-for-nothings.
Heavenly Empress, please calm your anger.
What good is calming my anger? Convey my decree. Luo Union has disturbed the Imperial harem. Order the Ji Jingwu to immediately arrest her and throw her into the heavenly prison. I want her to wish she were dead.
Heavenly Empress, absolutely not. Luo Yunyan is revered as the Imperial advisor, overseeing all temples and monasteries in the realm, and managing court rituals and sacrifices. Even the entire Ministry of Rites follows her lead. If the Heavenly Empress wishes for the sages to rule the court, and rule from behind a curtain, she must offer sacrifices to heaven and ancestors, and at that time, it will still have to be her who presides over the grand ceremony. Luo Yunyan cannot be touched yet.
Cannot be touched? A mere lowly slut. Cannot be touched? How can I, the Heavenly Empress, still rule the court and govern?
Heavenly Empress, the Imperial's infectment of a king is equivalent to having an heir. As long as Prince Ning's foolish son, Zhao Chengfeng, is not eliminated, your majesty cannot be called a sage. Eliminating Zhao Chengfeng is the top priority.
A fool discarded like worn-out shoes is not worthy of me. Personally acting, didn't he get infected as a king? Then on my behalf, issue an order to the Prince Ning residence within 3 days. They must make up the full 100,000 liang of tribute silver. If overdue, the title will be revoked according to law.
The Heavenly Empress is wise.
This matter will be entrusted to the Imperial uncle to handle.
Strike one down, raise one up. This is to support the Shi family's rise. This move by the Heavenly Empress is truly masterful. Your servant understands.
This damned fool inherited the Prince Ning's title. That would be one thing, but he even gained the favor of the Imperial advisor, Luo Yunyan. Luo Yunyan is a peerless beauty. Is he worthy of her? Could it be that fools truly have their own blessings? To truly let him turn his fortunes around.
He, a mere fool, won't turn his fortunes around for anything.
Imperial uncle.
This great Zhou is the Shi family's empire. No one can take it away.
The film was translated and
Pay an additional
narrated by
100,000 liang of
Media.
tribute silver. Zhao Chengfeng. You really were happy too soon.
Living in this big house, accompanied by great beauty, being a carefree prince, is not bad either.
This room hasn't been lived in for a long time. It's all moldy. Later,
The
I'll
film
find
was
someone to clean it up
translated
and assign you a
narrated by
few maids.
Media.
With a great beauty like the Imperial advisor, acting as my personal bodyguard, why would I need any maids?
What nonsense are you spouting? I advise you not to indulge in wishful thinking.
Imperial advisor, it's better to let him fantasize for a while. After all, he won't live for many more days. Who wouldn't want to daydream a little?
I think you're the one daydreaming. Look at your lecherous gaze. You must have often dreamed of my great Imperial advisor, haven't you?
A fair maiden is a gentleman's good pursuit. The Imperial advisor is of peerless beauty, outshining all other beauties. She is the dream goddess of countless men of great Zhou. Imperial advisor, why humble yourself to serve this arrogant brat?
Zai Lingyun, watch your words. For the sake of the Imperial uncle, I'll spare you this time. If there's a next time, I will certainly not spare you.
Luo Yunyan, don't be ungrateful. I advise you to mend your ways. Leave Zhao Chengfeng now. I will discuss with Wang Sui to make you the principal wife, and her the secondary one. If you remain stubborn, be careful. You might be buried with Zhao Chengfeng.
Be buried with your grandma. Even my Imperial advisor, you dare to flirt with. Go die.
Well, you Zhao Chengfeng, you dare to hit me? Within 3 days, I will confiscate your property and chop off your dog's head.
Confiscate your grampus.
The Heavenly Empress's decree requires you, within 3 days, to raise 100,000 liang of tribute silver. Now, you must crawl between my legs. I will plead for you, so you can die a more dignified death. How about it?
I think in this great joke, who dares to dismantle my home? Or chop off my head? If you don't get lost now, I'll chop you first.
You crazy lunatic. You just wait to die. 3 days later,
The film was
I, this young master,
translated
will
and
personally
narrated
confiscate
by
your home.
Media.
I knew the Heavenly Empress would retaliate. Didn't expect it to be so fast. 3 days. 100,000 liang. This isn't asking for money. This is asking for my life.
Normally speaking, this 100,000 liang is indeed nothing. But now, Prince Ning's residence is utterly destitute. We simply cannot produce it.
Your Majesty is truly good to me. To marry both of you immortal maidens. To me. What good fortune did I accumulate in my previous life?
Disaster is already upon us, and you're still thinking about this. This foolishness hasn't fully recovered, has it?
It's just 100,000 liang, isn't it? Oh right, wife. Now, it's time you let me see your true face, isn't it?
You want to see my face? I think you should still think carefully about how to survive.
Don't we have this Imperial advisor here? Lend me some first. I promise to repay you.
I thought you had some ability, so you were actually scheming against me. Where did your arrogant demeanor just go? I'm the Imperial advisor. It's not the National Treasury. Don't say I don't have it. Even if I did, I wouldn't lend it to you.
What? Are you afraid I'll be a freeloader? Don't you trust me?
Prince Ning's residences, fiefdom, and land have all been confiscated. You only have this manor left. What will you use to repay me? Besides, if I lend it to you this time, what about next time? You can't possibly be a freeloader your whole life, can you?
If one can be a freeloader, who would willingly work like an ox or a horse?
What kind of joke are you making? Be serious.
All right, can't I just not lend it? A mere 100,000 liang, damaging the feelings between us two, is not worth it.
A mere 100,000 liang? What a boastful tone. Even if you were a chicken that lays golden eggs, in 3 days, you couldn't produce 100,000 liang. Talking about generosity.
Wife, as the saying goes, a wife doesn't despise her husband for being poor, and a husband doesn't despise his wife for being ugly. I don't even despise you for being ugly, yet you despise me for being poor. It's just 100,000 liang, isn't it?
If you could truly be as generous as your words, that would be great. I think you should still think carefully about how to escape.
Looking down on me. What if I actually do it?
If you really do it, then I'll truly acknowledge you as my husband.
Wife is great. I like it.
What do you plan to do?
As the saying goes, every wrong has its perpetrator. To catch a thief, first catch the king. Since this old hag trying to scheme against me, then I'll scheme against her first.
Scheme against her. How to scheme against her?
Isn't that simple? Write slanderous articles. Spread lewd rumors about her. Find people. Put on a show. Her reputation. Ruin it. Destroy it completely. Make her utterly disgraced and ruined.
Slanderous articles. Spreading lewd rumors.
What do you mean?
The Heavenly Empress's reputation is already bad. It's not a matter of a day or two. Even if the Heavenly Empress is utterly disgraced and ruined, what then? What does that have to do with your 100,000 liang of silver?
Of course, there is a relationship as long as you follow what I say. These 100,000 liang will be easily obtained.
What do you want us to do?
So see. You go to the streets. Find some street loafers. Spread rumors everywhere, saying that they'd enter the palace to become male favorites. Find some thinner ones. The more wretched, the better. Just say they are all spent dregs.
And then, how do you make money?
You all, women, just handle the gossip. As for making money, leave it to me.
What exactly does he want to do? What's the point of all this?
This Zhao Chengfeng is probably still not completely rid of his foolishness. We shouldn't trust him too much. You prepare first. If the noble title is removed, everything must be hidden. I'll go back to the palace and figure something out.
Then, his plan. Should we still carry it out?
You are an embroidered uniform envoy. The entire city is filled with your secret agents. This kind of thing is a piece of cake. Let's still give it a try. We've proceeded according to your plan. Next, it's time for me to see how you will, within 3 days, earn 100,000 liang.
Simple. As simple as. So see.
This damn Zhao Changfeng, that crazy kid, still dares to be arrogant even when facing death. And Luo Yunyan, 3 days from now, I'll see how you resolve this.
Shi Lang? Luo Union is the Imperial advisor. We can't afford to offend her.
What Imperial advisor nonsense? She's just a little bastard. How dare she help that kid to humiliate me? One day, I will make her kneel before me.
You still dare to say that? Aren't you ashamed? Issuing an imperial decree, and still getting beaten up by a kid. The matter I asked you to investigate, how is it going? Someone actually dares to spread rumors and slander the heavenly Empress. You, hurry up and go. Find the mastermind behind this, and drag them out for me.
Your son? Yes, I will have someone handle it immediately. Father, please rest assured, within today, your son will surely give you and aunt a proper explanation.
At home? How many times have I warned you? At home, you can call her as. But in public, you must respectfully address her as Heavenly Empress and Empress. Do you want to die?
Yes, all right. Your son understands. Understood.
Hurry and get it done. Young Imperial Uncle.
Is this how you handle things? Dragging your feet, you caused me to be severely scolded by father.
This humble one deserves to die. However, young Imperial
The film
Uncle,
was
this humble one,
translated
has
and
found the
narrated
person
by
behind it.
Media.
Who? Speak quickly.
It's Prince Ning, Zhao Changfeng.
Well, you, Zhao Changfeng. You've truly grown tired of living. Do you think you're not dying fast enough? Daring to spread rumors about the Heavenly Empress. Isn't this just seeking death? Guards, come with me to apprehend him.
Wait a moment. That fellow is currently protected by the Imperial advisor, Luo Union. We must not act rashly. If we want to apprehend him, we must find conclusive evidence.
Evidence? For something so baseless. Who would leave evidence?
Young Imperial Uncle. We can find evidence.
Good. Zhao Chengfeng, I'll let you know how the word death is written. Lead the way.
Notification.
What is he doing?
Reporting to young Imperial Uncle, this fellow Zhao Changfeng is incredibly audacious. Earlier, under the guise of being in fact as Prince Ning, he sent invitations to various prominent families. Gathering these people, in reality, it was for the purpose of auctioning off the opportunity to have dinner with him.
Auctioning off the chance to eat with him? Isn't he just a kid? He must be crazy, right? A disgraced, foolish prince. Everyone avoids him, fearing they can't avoid him fast enough. Even with an 8-bearer sedan chair, people wouldn't come if invited. Yet they'd pay to eat with him? He's truly out of his mind.
Young Imperial Uncle, this fellow Zhao Changfeng, must have a sinister person guiding him from behind. Perhaps it's the Imperial advisor. It must be the Imperial advisor behind this, guiding him. They first spread rumors, speaking of secret palace affairs, making everyone believe that he, Zhao Changfeng, truly knows some things. This way, those with ulterior motives will surely want from his mouth to learn some news about the Heavenly Empress.
So that's the idea they're pursuing. How dare they use the Heavenly Empress's reputation and innocence for business? They're simply asking for.
Shi Lang, we are here to find evidence. You absolutely must not act impulsively. If it's proven true, it won't take 3 days. Today, we can have his head fall to the ground.
What do you mean by that?
Isn't he auctioning
The film
a
was
dinner opportunity?
translated
Then
and
let's
narrated
wait for
by
it first.
Media.
Zhao Changfeng, inappropriately discussing inner palace affairs, slandering the Heavenly Empress. Catch him in the act, and he will surely die.
That makes sense. Bid for it immediately. I will return to the palace at once to report. I want my aunt to see with her own eyes how this brat fabricates rumors about her. I want him to have no place for burial.
What if someone bids higher?
No matter what, we must win the bid. Whether we can finish off Zhao Chengfeng depends on this move. At that time, we'll confiscate his property. The silver, wouldn't it still return to our hands?
I thought you could come up with some good idea. Auctioning a dinner opportunity. How could you even think of that?
There are indeed many who support the Empress in court, but before the victor is decided, they won't take sides. Even less will they openly dine with you. Don't be delusional. Don't look at how many people are here. They won't pay. Disperse as soon as possible.
Imperial advisor, you shouldn't speak so absolutely.
Prince Ning, what you've done is too shabby. If you truly have no money for food, just say so. No matter how bad off we are, we wouldn't bother with a mere brat.
Everyone, don't be so anxious. Whether he's a great king or a little king, or Prince Ning, even so, I, Zhao Chengfeng, remain a king. If I remember correctly, I grew up in the palace. Recently, I'm sure everyone has heard a lot of rumors from the palace. So I've decided, whoever dines with me, I will chat with them about palace affairs, to set the record straight, and prevent some people from spreading false rumors.
If it's palace gossip, that would be interesting. Who says it isn't? He's just a brat. Others don't take him seriously at all. Maybe can really hear and see some secrets. Starting bid 1 liang of silver. That's really not enough. One bid 100 liang. One bid 200 liang.
You women are all crazy, aren't you? What could a young lad like him possibly know? You must be crazy to want to hear gossip so badly. Matters of the palace, can they be casually inquired about?
If you don't like to hear it, then don't bid. Anyway, rumors are flying around everywhere now. We're just looking for some fun. The Prince Ning grew up in the palace, so his information is more reliable than those rumors from outside, isn't it?
This elder sister truly knows her stuff. You also have sophisticated tastes. For your discernment, I've decided to raise the stakes. The scandals within the palace have yet to be revealed.
Unspeakable matters of the inner palace. A few tidbits. One bid 500 liang.
The Empress and I share a secret that must be told.
The Empress and I share a secret that must be told.
I bid 1,000 liang.
How is the medicine residue refined?
How is the medicine residue refined?
I bid 5,000 liang.
My friend, do you want to try the taste of being dregs?
The film was
Bull.
translated
I bid
and
6,000
narrated
liang.
by
I bid 8,000. I bid 8,000 liang. 1,000 liang. I bid 15,000 liang.
How is that possible? This is impossible. These are just some gossip for after-dinner conversation. How can they make people flock to them like ducks?
That's why I say, Imperial advisor, you need to read more books and broaden your horizons. Loving to gossip, chatting about gossip, these are all human nature. Some people, to satisfy their voyeuristic desires. Some people, to inquire about palace news. This is social psychology.
Social psychology. I, myself, have read countless books, but I have never heard of it.
There are many things you haven't heard of. In this regard, I'm far ahead.
Far ahead. I think you're asking for trouble. You had Li Qinju spread rumors, create gossip. Now you're here, selling internal royal information. How is this different from asking for trouble?
Sister, please don't be impulsive. I'm counting entirely on this. Just look first.
I bid 20,000 liang.
In ancient times, there was Buffett discussing stocks over lunch. Today, there is I, Zhao Chengfeng, revealing scandals over dinner. He sells a meal for several million US dollars. My auction for over 100,000 isn't excessive, is it?
What Buffett? What us dollars? You're seeking your own death. Don't drag us into this.
Hey. You want to raid my home? Behead me. I'll first hook you all, like Big Ma fish.
What did you say? This fellow actually dares to be so arrogant and ignorant.
Heavenly Empress, your subject has already investigated thoroughly, but the Heavenly Empress also knows that your subject has always kept public and private matters separate. That is why your subject wishes to invite the Heavenly Empress to make an incognito visit and personally see this fellow's ugly true colors and malicious intentions. Our great show Heavenly Empress is destined by heaven. How can a mere boy be allowed to randomly slander and criticize? The Heavenly Empress can take this opportunity to proclaim to the world that Zhao Chengfeng slandered the Heavenly Empress and deserves death. This will be a just cause and beyond reproach.
Good. It's rare for you to have such devotion. I, the Heavenly Empress, will personally go and see if that young fellow from Prince Ning's family is truly foolish, or feigning foolishness.
To relieve Ant's worries and difficulties is Ling Yin's lifelong wish.
Good. Tomorrow, I will bestow a marriage upon you. As long as you can handle the general who guards the nation's residence. I will then make you a first-class marquis.
Thank you, Ant.
Very good. Your Majesty, Imperial Uncle, there's a Shi family guard outside, saying he has important matters to report. Summon him in. Yes.
Your servant bows before the Heavenly Empress.
Rise and speak.
Thank you for your grace, Heavenly Empress. Young Imperial Uncle, the opportunity for the banquet was taken by Miss Mu. However, people kept raising the price midway.
Useless. Who are you looking down on? Does my Shi family lack money for this meal? If you dare to babble again, I'll chop off your head.
Yes.
What a pity, there wasn't enough time. Otherwise, I could have swindled tens of thousands more liang.
150,000 liang? In exchange for an opportunity to have dinner with you. And after entering the Imperial court, there's still a surplus. You actually still want to swindle? Tens of thousands more liang?
Wife, you don't understand. Who would ever complain about having too much money?
I can't figure it out. Everyone says you're a young fellow. I never thought that in this world, there's someone even more foolish than you. One dinner can sell for 150,000 liang of silver. This is the power of social psychology. Is this its power?
What's so special about this? There's something even more foolish than this.
Even more foolish than this.
Someone made a bet with me, saying that if she loses, she acknowledged me as her husband. Don't you think she's even more foolish?
Who wants to acknowledge you as husband?
The film was
I was just saying it.
translated and
Who knew you were
narrated
serious?
by M. Media.
Why are you nervous? You are the general who guards the nation. The wife personally betrothed to me. Whether sooner or later, it's still an acknowledgement. But don't worry. I, Zhao Chengfan, never force anyone to do anything difficult.
I never said I wouldn't acknowledge you as my husband.
Let's not talk about this anymore. What should we do next? They paid so much money. They must be of great background. We should at least prepare a good banquet, right?
A banquet is not necessary. However, after this, we will have to rely entirely on you, Imperial advisor.
Rely on me.
You know how to paint.
Do you think an Imperial advisor is so easy to be? Music, chess, calligraphy, and painting are merely her basic skills.
Then it's easy. Quickly draw something for me. Whether I can keep this pocket money depends entirely on you. Prince Ning residence.
No wonder he didn't let us follow. So, he already knew. This guest was a woman.
What's wrong? Are you jealous?
Who would be jealous? He's nothing to me. What reason do I have to be jealous?
You are the general who guards the nation, personally betrothed. Although there was no formal marriage, you're still considered a concubine. How can you say you're nothing to him?
I despise. I'm a dignified embroidered uniform envoy. How could I marry a fool and become a concubine? Stop daydreaming.
You still remember you're an embroidered uniform envoy. Look at those sedan bearers. Look at the surroundings. Do you still dare to say he's just a fool?
Sedan bearers? Jinwu guard? How could the Jinwu guard be here? That woman. What exactly is her identity?
The Jinwei Guard are the Emperor's personal troops. Do you think? Besides the current Emperor, who else could command them?
The Empress? So, the one who spent 150,000 liang, that idiot, is the Empress?
It's an undeniable fact that this wicked Empress wants to kill Zhao Chengfeng. It is an indisputable fact. Also, it was she who ordered Zhao Chengfeng to make up the tribute silver. How could she possibly help him out of this predicament?
But if it's not the Empress, Why would she appear here tonight? I can't worry about that much anymore. The Empress wants to kill Zhao Chengfeng. What should we do?
That may not be the case. Don't worry yet. Let's wait and see.
Yes.
If you can survive tonight, then I, Luo Union, will acknowledge your strength.
Heavenly Empress, you are of noble birth. You should not easily reveal yourself. How about letting your nephew lead the charge? If this Zhao Chengfeng is truly just a young lad, then there's no need to sully the Heavenly Empress's discerning eyes.
Very well. It's rare to see such filial piety from you. Do not tarnish the Shi family's prestige.
Your son obeys the decree. Zhao Chengfeng, if I, this young master, decide to seize your house, it will be seized. I said I want to execute you. Today, I will execute you.
I know you think your life is too long. However, rules are rules. If you want to die, at least wait a couple of days. Why the rush? What? Do you have a lover in the underworld?
You! Death is at your doorstep, and you still dare to talk tough? Others say 100,000 taels of tribute silver, but even 10 copper coins you couldn't produce. What prestige are you showing off here? Do you really think I'm blind?
My affairs, don't trouble young Imperial uncle. To worrying about, a mere 100,000 taels, is simply within my grasp.
Easily acquired? Don't think I don't know what wicked scheme you're plotting to exchange the Heavenly Empress's reputation for money. You're simply courting
The film
death.
was
Not to mention no one would
and
dare to buy it,
narrated by
even if they dared to buy it. How much money could it possibly fetch? I heard. The bidding starts at 1 tael. In the end, would it even be enough for a meal?
My apologies for making young Imperial uncle disappointed.
This? How is this possible?
I wonder who that idiot is. Would spend so much money to have a meal with me. Tell me, isn't he foolish?
How dare you mess with me? You brat!
To be played for a fool by a mere young lad, made to run in circles. Truly useless. What a disgraceful fellow.
Heavens!
Now get out.
This young lady. And who might you be?
You are not worthy to know who I'm. You don't need to eat dinner. Tell me, what do you know? Heavenly Empress's secrets.
This elder sister is simply smarter than Shi Lingyan. I like that.
Like, presumptuous. You're courting death.
Courting death. My mind is troubled. And I'm not clear on the laws of Great Zhou. What? Is liking someone a capital offense? If liking you is a sin, then I would rather be steeped in sin and die without regret.
Smooth-tongued. Your sweet talk might work on other young girls. Then don't show off in front of me. To tell you the truth, the Heavenly Empress sent me. Today, if what you say is false, then it's fraud. Punishable by death. If what you say is true, then it's slandering the Heavenly Empress. Also punishable by death. Anyway, no matter what, today you will die. Now, do you still like me? Imperial advisor. This is a 3-round game. He's definitely dead this time. He's just a fool. How could he possibly contend with that demon Empress Sai King Ku?
Let's wait and see.
What's there to see? It's clear at a glance that he's doomed to die. He's as good as dead. If you ask me, I'll go out and distract that demon Empress, and you take advantage of the chaos to take that idiot and escape. If he dies, the Imperial bloodline will be severed, and the demon Empress will seize power. By then, she will surely settle accounts with both of us. Imperial advisor, we cannot hesitate any longer.
Hey, I want to trust him just this once.
Trust him? You actually trust a fool. Perhaps he survived a great calamity
The
and got a
film was
new lease on life.
translated
He became a
and
bit clever,
narrated
but
by
after all,
Media.
he's been a fool for over 10 years. What is there to trust? You? You wouldn't happen to have fallen for him, would you?
What nonsense are you talking? Who? Who likes him? In short, you should just wait and see.
You're simply infatuated. Let me warn you beforehand. If he dies in a bit, I will definitely run first. Anyway, I can disguise myself. If you want to be buried with him, then you deserve it.
Let's just watch for now.
What? Are you scared? If you beg for my mercy, I might spare your life. In your next life, be my monkey to play with.
You want to play with me, that's not hard. But before you play with me, you'll have to ask my immortal sister if she agrees.
Immortal sister? What immortal sister?
Of course, it's the immortal sister, from my dreams.
Sure enough, he's an idiot. Kill him.
The immortal sister is here. Who dares to be presumptuous?
This is the immortal sister you spoke of?
No matter what your identity is. Since you were invited by Xilingyan, you must have a significant connection with the heavenly Empress. It's impossible that you wouldn't recognize the heavenly Empress's appearance. A few ancient blockheads trying to play tricks on me. I'll play you to death. I have to admit, Luo Union, the skill in this painting is truly remarkable. I just don't know if the heavenly Empress herself is truly this beautiful. If it's true, it's no wonder the old emperor would become her lapdog.
Where did you get this painting?
This painting, I had someone paint it according to the appearance of the immortal sister in my dream. It cost me a lot of persuasion and a lot of silver.
Are you saying that in your dream? You saw her?
Of course. When I was being foolish, I followed the immortal sister and traveled to the immortal realm. The immortal sister is the pure light heavenly maiden. She is the only one who, as a woman, achieved immortality on the spot. Oh right. The immortal sister also said. She said she wants to find another heavenly maiden in the mortal world to pass on to her a great cloud scripture. The person who becomes the heavenly maiden will be able to rule the world and become the supreme of 9-5.
Heavenly maiden. Great cloud scripture. A woman. Ruling the world. What immortal sister? It's all fake. It's just this boy's fantasy. But if I truly follow his narrative, then no one in this world will dare to criticize me again. I will be able to legitimately become an empress, even if they bring in many more royal descendants. It won't matter.
Sister. Sister, what's wrong with you?
Who's your sister? Don't shout nonsense. Don't think you can use any. Immortal sister talk to change the subject. Tell me, what is the heavenly empress's secret?
I've already told you. The immortal sister is the empress herself. Besides her, who else is qualified to rule the world?
This idiot, although speaking nonsense, is exactly what I need. He knows how to please me. Perfectly resolving this 3-round challenge. Behind this, there must be a master's guidance. Could it be Luo Union? It must be her. This idiot. How old was he when he saw me? It's impossible for him to remember what I look like. This portrait was most likely also painted by Luo Union. The style also seems to match.
How about it? Is this secret of mine valuable enough? Sister, do you still like it?
Very well. Seeing as you are so devout today, for such piousness, I will let you off this once. However, within 3 days, you must hand over the Great Cloud scripture to me. Otherwise, you will still die.
You want the Great Cloud scripture? Dig me.
What did you say?
I said, dig me.
Go to hell?
Go to hell? I've also saved enough tribute silver. My secret information is also flawless. I didn't lie. Nor did I slander the heavenly Empress. What do you believe? Empress is unworthy of being the queen? Also, who are you? What right do you have to call for death and destruction?
You. This heavenly Empress has dominated the martial world and held sway over the court and commoners. Yet, I was actually slighted by a fool, treated disrespectfully once. Zhao Chengfeng deserves to die.
Heavenly Empress, that fool deserves to die. I request the Heavenly Empress to issue a decree. I will personally lead the Jinwu Guard and chop off his dog head.
Do you have a brain? He is the legitimate Prince Ning. Without a just cause, what reason do you have to kill him?
The film was
Furthermore,
translated
as long as the Great
and
Cloud scripture is
narrated
not in
by
hand,
Media.
no one can kill him.
Yes.
What a Luo Union! To think she came up with a way for me to be unable to refuse such an overt scheme. Since that is the case, then don't blame me for being ruthless. Convey my decree. The border situation is tense. Assemble the 3 dukes, 9 ministers, and 18 generals. Tomorrow, this heavenly Empress will be in the White Tiger Hall, personally conducting military strategy simulations. Have Zhao Chengfeng participate in the military simulation. If he cannot present a countermeasure, he shall be executed according to military law.
The Heavenly Empress is truly wise. This move by the Heavenly Empress is truly brilliant to the extreme. Since it is a military simulation, then Luo Yunyan will be unable to attend. Without Luo Yunyan presiding, with just that fool Zhao Chengfeng, he will surely be at the Heavenly Empress's mercy.
Your true ability? If it were as good as your flattery, half as impressive, you wouldn't have been humiliated by Zhao Chengfeng. Enough. This heavenly Empress will give you this opportunity to regain your face. This decree, you shall personally deliver it.
Your child thanks the Heavenly Empress. Zhao Chengfeng, how dare you make a fool of me? And even swindle me out of 150,000 liang of silver. I will make you. Can't finish eating it. Yet must be buried.
You shouldn't celebrate too soon. The Zai family will not let you off. Let's still think carefully about the next course of action.
When soldiers come, generals will block them. When water comes, earth will cover it. They haven't even made a move yet. Why are you worrying needlessly? A mere Shi family can be handled. This one. Bought for washing clothes and cooking. This one bought for making beds and folding quilts. This one bought for Imperial advisor. I've thought it through. Didn't you say you were going to buy me maidservants? First, buy me 10 or 8 of them. Their figures must be good. Big breasts, curvy butt. And their looks must be high. Even if they can't compare to you, they should still be 7 or 8 tenths as good.
These maidservants, of course, are still. Grandmothers are the best, experienced, not afraid of dirt or fatigue, and cook delicious food. Don't they all say? Having an elder at home is like having a treasure. I'll buy you 10 or 8 of these family treasures.
My great Imperial advisor. Are you jealous?
Get lost.
The film was translated
Wife?
and narrated by Media.
You. How did you recognize it was me?
Face not recognized. Can't I recognize your hand?
Cunning.
Heaven is blind. To let this brat pick it up again. Who would have thought? Such an ugly maidservant is actually a peerless beauty. Once I deal with you, I'll properly enjoy your woman. Prince Ning. How elegant you are. Disaster is at hand. Yet you still have the leisure to flirt with maidservants.
Although she is a concubine, I'm now Prince Ning. She is Prince Ning's consort. What is your status? Do you even qualify to call her maidservant repeatedly?
The Heavenly Empress's imperial decree is here. If you dare to act, then you will be defying an imperial decree. Zhao Chengfen. Before I have, read out the imperial decree. I'll give you one more chance. Let this little bastard serve you for one night. And perhaps I will spare you.
This decree, I accept. Now, you no longer have an imperial decree in your hand. You insulted Prince Ning's consort to her face. I'll hit you. There's nothing wrong with that, right?
You, what do you want to do? You dare. You.
If your skin isn't itching anymore, then scram. You're not qualified to play with me yet. Next time, bring your parents.
Zhao Chengfeng. You just wait.
Still not leaving?
It's the White Tiger Hall's military exercise.
Military exercise? He's a fool. He's a child. How would he understand military exercises? No way. We must escape first. Let's still think about how to escape.
You're like second senior brother, aren't you? As soon as you encounter difficulty, you want to divide the luggage and run away.
What is second senior brother?
I'm praising your cuteness.
What time is it now? Can you be more serious?
Zhao Chengfeng. The White Tiger Hall's war game is no joke. From the general who guards the nation, down to the low-ranking captain. If one cannot provide a countermeasure, they will be executed according to military law.
Isn't it just a war game? I, the mighty warrior king. Would I be afraid of a war game?
Warrior King.
Warrior King.
Just with you?
Just with you?
I didn't expect the technology of this great Joe to be quite advanced. Not only can they refine salt, they can also make sugar, and even have firearms. But modern firearms probably can't be made overnight. Even if I drew the blueprints, they might not believe it. Never mind. It's better to start with tactics. Coming. Wife? You're not asleep yet? I understand. Have you figured it out? Coming quickly. Let's talk about life.
Can't your mind think of something else? This White Tiger Hall war game is a matter of life and death, and you still have the time to think about that kind of thing?
Precisely because tomorrow's life and death are uncertain. Therefore, tonight I've decided to leave an heir for our old Zhao family. An heir, my foot, you big monkey, come here. I'll teach you a few moves for you to use to escape tomorrow. Escape? Why escape? A mere war game. Ridiculous. I, the mighty Special Forces Warrior King, don't need to escape. Why don't you believe your husband?
Let's talk. What should you do in this situation?
Testing me? Although I'm the Special Forces Warrior King, I don't hit women.
Who said I told you to hit me? Come, restrain me. I'll teach you how to break free.
That won't be necessary, will it?
Let's talk. Who are you looking down on? How is that possible? This kid has no martial arts experience at all. He can't possibly do it.
Wife? That's enough. Fortunately, you made the old emperor maintain this bit of clarity. Otherwise, he would completely abdicate the throne. It wouldn't just be letting the Empress act as regent. It wouldn't be this simple.
All you ministers have heard, haven't you? The Emperor has commanded me to oversee the state. From today onwards, I will no longer need to rule from behind a screen.
Heavenly Empress Regent oversees the state. Congratulations to the Holy Empress.
What exactly is going on? Just now, Xiao Chengfeng was in theft as crown prince, and now the Heavenly Empress is made regent. Perhaps it is the art of an emperor. Fearing one faction becoming too powerful, only with two people checking each other. Can His Majesty sleep soundly without worries? In an instant, Prince Ning became the crown prince, and the Heavenly Empress became the Holy Empress. From now on, when they, the powerful, clash, we, the lesser beings, will suffer.
You all, why do you not yet pay respects to the Holy Empress?
We pay respects to the Holy Empress.
Xiao Chengfeng, how dare you not bow? Kneel down. Don't think that, just because you are the crown prince, you don't have to kneel. The Holy Empress is your nominal mother. If you don't kneel, that is disloyalty and unfilial conduct, and you are unworthy to be this crown prince.
This Xiao Chengfeng, although he is the crown prince, the Holy Empress is the regent. When one is under another's roof, how can one not bow one's head? Just now he reprimanded us, forbidding us to kneel, and now, he himself must kneel. In my opinion, even if this Xiao Chengfeng isn't foolish, he won't live past 3 days. 3 days. Whether he can live past today is still debatable.
Your subject is unwell and unable to kneel. I ask for your majesty the Holy Empress's understanding.
I wonder, what illness has my son contracted?
Hard bone disease.
You know, people aren't afraid of soft bones. They're afraid of lacking ability. If you're still like a hard bone, won't you die even faster? Rather than that, it would be better to remain a fool.
Xiao Chengfeng, how dare you? Guards, help Crown Prince cure this hard bone disease.
I'm the heir apparent to the throne. Do you understand? The weight of these 2 words. To offend the crown prince of the Great Zhou is a capital offense.
You, Xiao Chengfeng, you are utterly lawless. How dare you kill someone in the Golden Hall?
What? Does Prince Chat also intend to offend this crown prince? I dare to kill even you.
You brat. Holy Empress, this child is arrogant. I ask for your imperial judgment.
Holy Empress, have you thought this through?
What if I haven't? What? You don't dare to fight me? Then obediently kneel. Kowtow to me. This Heavenly Empress can still spare your life.
To contend with you. That depends on the method of contention. If it's a civil contest, you might live a bit longer. If it's a martial contest, I'm afraid you'll die on the spot.
What's going on? How could he have such strong killing intent? It's as if from a mountain of corpses and a sea of blood, a living Yama King crawled out. No. If we were to fight, the one who dies might really be me. Threatening me? This humble one is so scared.
This demon empress has already gone mad. Xiao Chengfeng, we in trouble.
I just like crazy women. The crazier, the better.
The Empress? Are you alright? Quickly go summon Imperial Physician Chun, as you command. Wait. Summon the Ministry of Rights. To come along as well. Yes.
Your subject greets your majesty the Holy Empress.
Enough. No need for excessive formalities. To be able to enter this Heavenly Empress to such an extent, presumably, that woman Luo Union can't be feeling much better. This Heavenly Empress commands you to go and eliminate her for me.
This, Luo Yunyan, holds the esteemed position of Imperial Advisor. Your subject is merely an Imperial physician.
If you help this Heavenly Empress to accomplish this matter, this Heavenly Empress will appoint you as the head of the Imperial Medical Academy, in charge of all medical affairs in the realm.
This old subject understands. This old subject has delved into poisons his entire life, and guarantees to execute it flawlessly.
Minister Li, I know your Ministry of Rights has always been on good terms with Luo Union. However, are you truly willing your entire life to be ridden over by that little girl?
Even if the subject is unwilling, it's useless. She is, after all, the Imperial Advisor, in charge of ancestral temples and sacrifices.
Enough. Stop pretending. You go with Imperial Physician Chun, and you must ensure this matter is pinned on Xiao Chengfeng. This fellow feigns madness and idiocy, causing this Heavenly Empress to suffer a setback in a ditch. He just became crown prince. Public support is not consolidated, and his foundation is unstable. He must be eliminated swiftly. Rest assured, if you handle this matter well, this heavenly Empress will appoint you as the new Imperial advisor.
Your subject receives the decree.
Daring to act in the Golden Palace and fight with this heavenly Empress? This heavenly Empress never holds grudges overnight. You two, man and woman, just wait to die.
Holy Empress is truly formidable. Luo Yunyan is too severely injured. She is already a dying person. She won't see tomorrow's sun. That's good too. Saves this old man from dirtying his hands. Quickly use the poison to avoid further complications. I also need to frame that little thief Xiao Changfeng. This girl, guarding me without leaving for a moment. How can I poison her?
Union. Union. Wasn't she fine just now? How could this happen?
She was afraid that if she collapsed, no one would support you anymore. Afraid you would suffer a disadvantage in the Golden Palace. That's why she kept holding on.
She did it for me.
If she could have returned in time to recuperate and heal, it wouldn't have come to this.
Union. Don't worry. I won't let you down. I have experienced extreme peril. I crawled out from a mountain of corpses and a sea of blood. No one has been injured more than me. No one understands healing better than me.
You understand healing? That's simply a huge joke. This old subject dares not claim to be the greatest divine physician of Great Zhou. But if I claim to be second, no one would dare claim to be first. Luo Yunyan's meridians are completely severed. Her internal organs are damaged, and her qi and blood are in disarray. Let alone you, a mere young crown prince. Even if a great Luo Golden Immortal came, they wouldn't be able to save her.
Isn't it just internal bleeding? Why speak so pedantically? In this world, no one understands internal bleeding better than me. After all, no one has been beaten more than me.
Internal bleeding? Do you know what it means for meridians to be completely severed? Do you know what it means for blood to overflow into the internal organs?
That's enough. That's enough. What kind of damn imperial physician? I think you are not even as good as a veterinarian. Now get out of the Ning Prince's estate. I don't want to see you.
Zhao Changfeng, don't think this old man hasn't heard of you. The sole heir of the Ning Prince's estate. A fool living under someone else's roof. Let alone these Chinese herbal medicines. Even these 5 grains. I'm afraid you can't distinguish them, can you? You know nothing about healing. Don't think that just because you're the crown prince, this old man will be afraid of you. Idiot, truly an idiot. Stupidity is a lifelong illness, impossible to cure. Even if you become the crown prince, you're still just a fool.
I'm in a hurry to save someone right now. So I'll let you live for 2 more days. Get out.
You, Imperial Physician Chen, you didn't attend the Imperial Court meeting. You don't know clearly. I heard. This Zhao Changfeng is no longer foolish. Not only is he not foolish, he even suppressed the Northern Rong envoy and preserved the dignity of Great Zhou. He even prevented the Heavenly Empress from becoming Empress. I advise you to be careful with your words. How is this possible? How could foolishness be cured? This? Impossible. All right. Now, arguing about whether he's foolish or not, it's meaningless now. He is going to treat Luo Yunyan's injuries. Even better. In this way, if Luo Yunyan dies, it will be because he treated her to death. We won't even need to frame him. He's practically delivering himself to death. Zhao Changfeng, although you are the crown prince, I must warn you. Luo Yunyan is the imperial advisor of our great Zhou. If you treat her to death, not only will you lose your position as crown prince, but you might not even keep your head. I advise you not to sacrifice to lives, just for the sake of appearances.
Cannot be cured. I can't cure this minor injury. You don't need to do anything. I'll just pee myself and drown myself to death.
Good. Then I'll wait for you to pee. Even if you're not foolish, you can't resist this old man's provocation. Just you wait.
Could this idiot really know medicine? That's impossible. He grew up in the general who guards the nation's residence, enduring endless humiliation. How could someone feign madness and foolishness for over a decade? Besides, he had no means to learn medicine.
Wifey, go help me find some waste silkworm cocoons. Oh right. Also, help me find some bamboo tubes and handles.
So he really doesn't know medicine.
Was translated and
He must also know that Luo Yunyan
media.
is surely going to die. He's just trying to save face. This is good too. Then this prince won't have to deliver the finishing blow. This prince needs to go back and meditate to heal his injuries. Remember to wake me up? I want to see with my own eyes how Luo Union breathes her last.
As you command. Waste silkworm cocoons. This is simply a huge joke. Silkworm cocoons are neutral in nature and sweet in taste, detoxifying and dispelling dampness. Although they also have hemostatic properties, they are only used for vomiting blood or bloody stools and external bleeding. No one has ever used them to treat internal bleeding. I thought you had great abilities. Turns out, you're just someone with a superficial understanding. A quack.
A quack. What do you know?
This is for alchemy. Alchemy? Stop being so mysterious. Waste silkworm cocoons are just waste silkworm cocoons. Could they possibly be refined into an immortal elixir that can bring the dead back to life? I think you shouldn't stubbornly cling to death while you have this time. Quickly give Luo Union a hair wash and a bath, and dress her in burial clothes.
It's done.
You really are someone who won't shed tears until you see the coffin. If you're going to put on a show, do the whole thing, right? This is clearly silkworm droppings remaining on the silk threads. To put it bluntly, it's silkworm feces. Luo Union is truly pitiful. On the verge of death. She still has to eat silkworm feces. If you torment her like this, you might as well just strangle her to death. Or, if you can't bear to, while she's still warm, hurry up and sleep with her.
Do you have an anus in your brain? Your mouth stinks the moment you open it. I originally didn't want to bother with you. You've offended me multiple times, and I ignored it every time. But you're pushing your luck. How dare you speak of my woman like that? This old man's mouth is too foul. Kill him for me.
How dare you? I'm a dignified imperial physician. A proper and legitimate, 5th rank court official. Even if you are the crown prince, you cannot abuse private punishment. Murdering a court official appointed by the emperor.
Nonsense.
Really kill him. You, how dare you? Are you trying to rebel?
This one's mouth also stinks. Cut off his tongue for me.
Zhao Changfeng, don't show off your power. You killed the Imperial advisor with your treatment. I will report you to the Holy Empress. You just wait.
You brat. Crown Prince. What is this thing? Can it really work?
What? Even you don't believe me? Never mind. If you don't believe, then don't. This is made from discarded silkworm cocoons and other medicinal ingredients prepared by distillation, glycine. It specifically treats internal bleeding and external bleeding from surgery. I guarantee it will cure Luo Union.
What? Glycine?
Wife, are you playing games with me?
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Holy Empress, Zhao Changfeng, immediately upon entering the Eastern Palace, began to commit evil deeds to show off his own abilities. He administered medicine to the Imperial advisor. The Imperial physician desperately tried to dissuade him, but it was to no avail. He was immediately beheaded by Zhao Changfeng. Now the Imperial advisor has been poisoned to death by him. We implore Holy Empress, the Holy Empress, to see clearly. Depose him from his position as Crown Prince. We, your humble subjects, second the motion.
Zhao Changfeng, what else do you have to say?
I cured the Imperial advisor's illness. What else is there to say? As for that Imperial physician, he slandered the Crown Prince and the Imperial advisor with his words. He deserved to die. His death was well-deserved.
Cured the Imperial advisor? You're spouting nonsense. I clearly saw you use some silkworm threads and boil some silkworm droppings. The Imperial advisor's meridians are already severed, and blood is overflowing into his 5 organs. How could you possibly cure him? Do you truly take us for fools? What? Silkworm droppings? Isn't that just silkworm droppings? You used insect droppings to treat the Imperial advisor. This official also has a slight understanding of medicine. This silkworm sand droppings, although it can dispel wind and dampness, and harmonize the stomach to resolve turbidity, it's absolutely impossible to cure the Imperial advisor's internal bleeding. Minister Li's impeachment is correct. This person just became the Crown Prince, and immediately disregarded human life. Moreover, the one he harmed is our Great Zhou's Imperial advisor. If this continues, the next one to die could be anyone. we earnestly request your holy Empress to strip Zhao Changfeng of his position as crown prince. We, your subjects, concur.
Zhao Changfeng, you've heard clearly, haven't you? Causing the Imperial advisor's death through treatment is a grave offense. Now I will strip you of your position as crown prince.
My position as crown prince was personally bestowed by the emperor. You think you can just take it away? Are you even worthy?
Fine. Then you should also be aware that I, the Holy Empress, was also personally appointed by the Emperor. Others cannot control you. But I can. This rebellious son disregards human life and poisoned the Imperial advisor to death. He's guilty of heinous crimes. Guards! Seize him for me.
Having been here for so long, it's about time to stretch my muscles and bones.
This, didn't they say, he was just a fool? How can his martial arts be so formidable? Could it be that the general who guards the nation secretly taught him? Not at all. The general who guards the nation is a coward himself. Can a sick cat teach out a fierce tiger, as the crown prince, to stubbornly resist an unauthorized killing of imperial guards? These are grave offenses. Indeed.
I didn't expect. You actually have some skills. Then I will play with you.
This is internal energy. In terms of techniques, even with a dozen hands, she couldn't defeat me. But she has internal energy, and I don't. No wonder Luo Union got injured.
After playing for so long, it's time to end this. Don't worry. After you die, I will send that old emperor down to accompany you. This great Zhou. My Shi family will manage it for you.
Union. You're awake.
Luo Union. Are you human or ghost?
A ghost. I'm afraid I've disappointed your holy empress. Thanks to Crown Prince's medicine, I, Luo Union, not only did not die, but also turned misfortune into a blessing. My power has advanced even further.
He really cured you. This is impossible.
Shi Qingku is severely injured. Will likely settle down for a while. Even so, I must guard against her playing dirty tricks. No. I need to think carefully. Dig a big pit for her to jump into. Imperial advisor wants to offer herself in marriage to repay my life-saving kindness. How could it be you?
Why can't it be me? We were childhood sweethearts, after all, and almost became husband and wife. We're not strangers. Didn't you always want me? I wouldn't mind giving myself to you.
Shi Lingyan doesn't want you anymore, does he?
You're talking nonsense. I, Mu Wangsu, am a beauty of unparalleled charm. Who would dare despise me?
You should go back, although I'm lustful. Not just any woman can catch my eye.
You dare insult me.
Insult you? Back then, how did you insult me? Don't think I don't know. The reason Shi Lingyan married you was to obtain the military power held by the general residence. Now that he has the military power and has been infeft as Prince Jet, his desire to kick you out is also expected. How is it that you were demoted to consort of Prince Jet and are now merely a concubine? Now you want to come back and be the crown princess.
Don't think that just because you are now the crown prince, you're so great. When you were still a fool, don't you remember how pathetic you were? If the Mu family hadn't taken you in, you would have died in the streets long ago.
So you're bringing up old scores here, are you? Fine. Then, for the sake of the old general, I'll take you in as a bed-warming maid. Come on. As long as you're willing.
You're going too far. I won't let you off.
If you had known this day would come, why did you act that way then?
Luo Union, who should have died, not only didn't die, but her power greatly increased. Zhao Chengfeng, once this Empress recovers her vitality, will surely take your dog's life. Empress, Mu Wangsu requests an audience. Mu Wangsu? What is she here for? Let her in. Yes. Wangsu greets the Holy Empress. Rise. If you've come to complain about Shi Lingyan, this Empress cannot help you. A woman without ability will be bullied everywhere she goes. No matter where you complain, it will be useless. Holy Empress is right to admonish me. Holy Empress is a model for all under heaven. and a paragon for our generation. Wang Su also wishes to take her destiny into her own hands, which is why she dares to presume. Come to pay respects to Holy Empress. I wish to offer a strategy to Holy Empress. Offer a strategy. Precisely. Holy Empress executed the Northern Wrong envoy. The Northern Wrong will certainly not let the matter rest. Rather than that, it's better to strike first. The general who guards the nation's residence is willing to lead troops for Holy Empress to campaign against the Northern Wrong. So you want to reclaim the military authority of the general's residence. That's quite a good idea you've got, and quite bold too. However, what benefits can I get? Holy Empress, Wang Su has already calculated it. Please take a look, Holy Empress.
Tactic.
To defeat a mere Northern Wrong, it actually requires military funds of 20 million taels of silver. Precisely. The Northern Wrong can be described as a lean camel is still bigger than a horse, looking across the entire Great Zhou. Only I, the general who guards the nation's residence, can lead troops to campaign. However, as for these military funds, Holy Empress can have. The Crown Prince raised them. These 20 million taels are an astronomical sum. Even if Yao Chengfeng were to lose all his family's wealth, he wouldn't be able to do it. At that time, whether to kill or to flay him, it will be up to Holy Empress's single word. Alright, then go and deliver the Imperial decree. Let Crown Prince Zhao Chengfeng, within 3 days, raise 20 million taels of silver. If he fails to do so, he shall be executed according to the law. Wang Su accepts the decree. Zhao Chengfeng. You fool. How dare you humiliate me? I will make sure you have no place to be buried.
I heard. Someone snuck into your bed last night. What is this? To appoint a crown princess.
Crown Prince. What? Crown Princess. I'm not that kind of person. That was just my plan too. How to bring down Shi Qingku. Look here. Isn't this the plan?
You don't need to prove anything to me. What does it have to do with me?
How is it not related? This position of Crown Princess was originally meant for you. Have you forgotten? You even confessed your feelings to me.
Who confessed to you?
Zhao Chengfeng, in your eyes, am I really so worthless?
Why are you here again? Back then, when you kicked me out, why didn't you ask me if I was worth it? What? Does a train only learn to turn after hitting a wall? Only when the snot reaches your mouth do you realize the child is dead. And now you come to nurse. Isn't it? It's too late.
Zhao Chengfeng, I'll give you one last chance. Kneel and kowtow to me, admitting your mistake, and I will spare your life.
Bow your head and admit your mistake. Spare my life. Are you out of your mind? Enough. Go back quickly to that Prince Zhao of yours. Wash his stinky feet. And warm his bedsheets. Don't bother me here.
Very well, since you are so deluded. Don't blame me if I show no mercy. Crown Prince Zhao Chengfeng received the imperial decree. As the mother of the nation, I'm concerned for the nation and its people. Unable to rest or eat in peace, the Northern Wrong are invading, and the common people are unsettled. I've decided to launch a punitive expedition to secure the nation. Therefore, I specially command Crown Prince Zhao Chengfeng to raise military funds, 20 million liang of silver. The deadline is 3 days. Should there be any delay, the position of Crown Prince shall be abolished, and you shall be expelled from the Eastern Palace.
20 million liang of silver. This is a year's tax revenue for the National Treasury. 3 days? How could that possibly be done? You are trying to kill him.
Afraid to die? If you're afraid to die, then voluntarily relinquish the position of Crown Prince. Honestly cling to the Holy Empress's leg, and be a dog. Even if you're not foolish, even if your martial arts are superb, what good will it do? 3 days. To raise 20 million liang. Even if your family had a cornucopia, constantly producing golden eggs, 3 days wouldn't be enough. Zhao Chengfeng, you're dead for sure.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily? I think you've gone mad. You must have been scared senseless, speaking without thinking, talking nonsense. How pitiful.
Zhao Chengfeng, this time, you're truly doomed. Let's hurry and escape. As long as the Green Mountains remain, there will be no lack of firewood. A true man can bend and stretch. This time, let's temporarily avoid the sharp edge. And another day, we shall rise again.
That is what a smart person does. Zhao Chengfeng, listen to your mistress's advice and quickly flee for your life. How dare you despise me? That day, I can make you a stray dog. Today, I can do the same.
Mu Wang sweat. How could you frame my child Chengfeng like this? After all these years. I, this old man, have raised you for nothing.
You raised me? If I hadn't humbled myself to serve the enemy, the general's residence would have been destroyed long ago. You keep calling yourself my Chengfeng. Am I not? Your child too?
You. Child. You must flee quickly. 3 days, 20 million. This is simply not something a human can do. Although you have already become the Eastern Palace, you still have nothing, let alone 20 million. Even 2 million would be a death sentence.
Isn't it just 20 million? Why do you act like you've never seen money before?
At a time like this, you still have time for such leisure. Did you hear me?
I heard.
What are you thinking? In your head? That's 20 million. The Great Joe Treasury's annual tax revenue. I've already thought it through. Let's flee south. My followers are all there. They can protect us. At worst, we'll use our status as crown prince to raise a rebellion and declare ourselves king.
I didn't expect. Imperial advisor. You're so imposing.
The situation is extremely urgent. Don't be so carefree.
I'm ready. Before that demon Empress comes to kill us. Let's hurry and leave.
Isn't it just 20 million? No need to worry. It's a piece of cake. Let me rest for 2 days first, then I'll handle it. What's the big deal?
He couldn't be having a relapse of his foolishness, could he? What is he babbling about here?
What are we going to do? The journey is perilous. If his foolishness relapses again, then how can we make a comeback?
Zhao Chengfeng, rest assured, since I have already decided to help you, I, Luo Union, will not abandon you.
My Imperial advisor. Although your sincerity moves me deeply. And I'm very touched. I truly haven't gone foolish. Why do you just not believe me? If you don't believe me, in a few days, I'll get tens of millions in pocket money.
Tens of millions?
It seems his foolishness has relapsed. He's beyond saving.
It seems you really don't believe me. See for yourselves.
Zhao Chengfeng, these past few days, you've been constantly writing and drawing. Was it all for this?
The technology of Great Joe is not backward. Many things are no longer novelties. Therefore, I can only start from the economy and other aspects. These national bonds are one such item. It is enough for us to grasp the economic lifeline of Great Joe. Once we hold Great Joe's purse strings in our hands, we will have the power to fight. At the very least, Shi Qingku will be hesitant to act and won't dare to pursue and kill us anymore.
It's useless, don't you know? Great Joe already had these national bonds.
What? The Great Joe even has national bonds? This Great Joe? What kind of strange dynasty is this?
From your description, it should be the same thing. But its name shouldn't be called national bonds. And the name is credit notes. In other words, the imperial court borrows money from the common people, and then within the stipulated period, pays a certain amount of interest.
It really is the same thing.
Zhao Chengfeng, let's still escape. You can't outplay them.
Escape? Why should we escape? Having national bonds is even better. It saves me the trouble of wasting my breath, explaining it to them again. Wife, you hold intelligence on the Great Joe. You must be familiar with the wealthy. Know like the back of your hand. Wait for me to give you a selection criteria for people. You notify them to come for a meeting tomorrow.
Are you really going to do this? If it fails, we won't even have a chance to escape.
Escape? The ones who should escape are them.
Brother, these credit notes are rarely issued again. How many are you planning to buy? Buy my ass. Hey, don't tell me you haven't heard this. Brother, do you have some inside information? I really don't know. How do you do business? The newly appointed crown prince is the youngest son of old Prince Ning's family. Who would dare to buy his credit notes? That idiot Zhao Chengfeng. How did he become the crown prince? We don't care how he became it. Let me tell you, rather than buying his credit notes, it's better to throw real gold and silver into the water. Maybe you'll even hear a splash. Prince Key arrives.
Everyone, as expected of dragons among men. Even at this critical juncture, you still dare to support the crown prince. Truly courageous.
Prince Key, you've misunderstood. We are here to watch the show. Everyone knows that today's crown prince is just a fool. Let alone buying credit notes. Even toilet paper to wipe one's backside. We wouldn't buy a single sheet. Right?
Don't speak so absolutely. This toilet paper can still be bought.
I Xiao Chengfeng am not selling toilet paper.
Even if you want to buy, you won't be able to.
Not selling toilet paper? You can sell other things. For example, those two beauties beside you.
Fine. I was originally thinking you would buy national bonds. I'll also include a little extra bonus. But since you don't need it, then everyone can disperse.
A bonus? What kind of bonus? That could make everyone take out real money? Could it be that you're really going to offer these to women? So, that's not enough to go around.
I've long heard that the Imperial advisor is of breathtaking beauty. If she could really be offered for us brothers to enjoy, that would be fine too. Isn't that right?
Very good. I like Falmouth people like you. Now, kneel and kowtow to me, and I'll sell you 300 Leon of national bonds first.
I despise. What kind of bonus do you have that would make me kneel to you? Truly. I think it's that. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince's foolishness has returned. He's speaking nonsense. What national bonds are you selling? Why not take the money and find a physician to examine you?
What if I said, the bonus I'm offering is a noble title?
A noble title? What?
The film was translated
A noble
and
title?
narrated by
I didn't mishear,
Media.
did I? Buying national bonds can also get you a noble title. The so-called scholars, farmers, artisans, and merchants, we who do business, though rich enough to rival a nation. But our social status is the lowest. No matter how much money we have, we can't enter the circle of scholar officials. Even if we let our descendants study and take the imperial examinations, our descendants still need to be capable. Several generations might not necessarily be able to change the family's class. If one obtains a noble title, that would be an instant ascent to high status. This concerns the families. Rise and fall for hundreds of years. Crown Prince. That amount you mentioned. 3 million liang of silver. What kind of noble title can that get us? Noble titles have 5 ranks. Duke, Marquis, Earl, Viscount, Baron. Even if it's the lowest rank, a Baron. That still means a fiefdom of 50 hectares and an income from 500 households. In our great show, noble titles are hard to obtain and incredibly precious. Though there's no real power, but officials below the 5th rank, upon seeing a Baron, must all respectfully bow. This is a good fortune that we could not obtain even with 10,000 gold.
You all shouldn't be fooled by him. What noble title? Even if he is the crown prince, it's impossible for him to sell official posts and noble titles. That's a triple crime.
I really thought there was such a good thing in the world. If it were truly possible to bestow noble titles, don't even mention kneeling. Even if I knocked my head raw, it would be worth it. Now it seems it was all for naught. Like drawing water with a bamboo basket. It's all fake. I was happy for nothing. I almost fell for this little crown prince's trick. You say this matter?
Zhao Chengfen, I thought you had some tricks up your sleeve. But it's nothing special. If you can't raise 20 million, then you can clean your neck and wait to have your head chopped off.
Exactly. Great Joe does not permit the selling of official posts or noble titles, but I'm the crown prince. The right to recruit some guards for myself. I still have that.
Guards. What are guards? What is it? Are you talking about the Eastern Palace Guards?
Yes. Eastern Palace Guards.
Eastern Palace Guards. Those are officials of the Eastern Palace and the Crown Prince's personal guard. The Crown Prince has the right to recruit them himself. It seems there's a chance. Crown Prince. These Eastern Palace guards you mentioned. How much do they cost?
Free.
Free? Free? How can this be? How can it be free? Exactly. That's not right, is it?
As long as you now kneel and kowtow to me, you can become my guards.
Zhao Chengfen, you are truly audacious. The Eastern Palace Guards. What kind of position is that? How dare you dispose of it so casually?
Since they are my guards, I can recruit them however I want. Do I need your permission? I'll count to 3. Whoever kneels and kowtows will enter the Eastern Palace. 3, 2.
We are willing to serve, Crown Prince.
Very good. Now that we've discussed the free option, let's talk about the paid option.
What? Paid? Aren't you just playing with us? I just thought this matter wouldn't be so simple. So are we on a pirate ship now?
I told you, you bunch of idiots. How can you believe what a young brat says? Once you enter the Eastern Palace, you all will just be waiting to be slaughtered.
Crown Prince, can I regret this?
Of course you can. But I'm telling you, once you pass this village, there won't be another shop like this. Very good. You are all people destined for great achievements. Next, I will talk about the benefits of the paid option. Although I cannot bestow noble titles, Duke, Marquis, Earl, Viscount, Baron. I can, however, in the name of the Eastern Palace, give you these guards. No. Give you these Eastern Palace guards a customized noble title.
A customized title?
Exactly. With this Eastern Palace's custom-made noble title, you can then travel under the name of the Eastern Palace. From now on, even officials of the 5th rank or higher, upon seeing you, will have to greet you. By then, I'd like to see who would still dare to look down on you. Since you were able to stay, it means you trust me, Zhao Chengfen. Then I cannot treat you unfairly. This custom-made noble title is called Typing Gentry, although it is lower than the lowest rank of Baron. Even lower. Has no fiefdom, no stipend, and even less real power. However, from now on, you all will no longer be lowly merchants. You all are the Eastern Palace Guards. You all are Typing Gentry.
Typing Gentry. This name sounds extremely elegant and grand.
Of course it's grand. After you are conferred the title of Typing Gentry, I can also permit you to return to your hometowns and erect memorial arches for those who spend more. I can even personally inscribe plaques for you, stamped with the Grand Seal of the Eastern Palace.
And to be able to erect a memorial arch. Oh my god. Isn't this like wearing brocade without returning home, which is like wearing brocade at night? Normally, only officials of the 7th rank or higher have the ability to erect memorial arches in their hometowns. If one can truly erect a memorial arch, then it's worth losing everything. Crown Prince, do I still have a chance now?
Of course you do. But the discount is gone. I offered you 3 million just now, but now you'll have to pay more.
Zhao Chengfen, can't you have a shred of integrity? This is clearly a fence-sitter swaying left and right, and you'd still value him?
Who can argue with money? Let alone a fence-sitter. Even if it's foxtail grass, I can still control it.
Thank you, Crown Prince. I'll add more. I'll double it. I'll buy the 5 million one. I'll give it all to you. I'll buy everything.
What? Within a single day, 50 million liang of silver were actually raised.
Also, there were 200,000 liang of gold, aside from the military provisions submitted. The rest all fell into Zhao Chengfeng's pockets.
It's simply insane. These people, for an empty noble title of Typing Gentry, are utterly mad.
The title of Typing Gentry, that's secondary. These merchants are rich but without status, and have no connections even if they spend money to buy status. Zhao Chengfen, it is precisely this point he values. which is why he allowed them to act recklessly.
Simply deserves death.
Holy Empress, Zhao Changfeng's power grows daily. Now that things have come to this, we must strike decisively. Otherwise, there will be endless troubles, I think. Why don't we just kill the old emperor first?
That dog emperor has long since been half dead. Killing him is like crushing an ant. Just as simple. Zhao Changfeng as the crown prince. He can then rightfully and legitimately inherit the throne. Are you out of your mind?
Yes, the Holy Empress's admonition is correct. Then let's kill Zhao Changfeng first.
Do you think I don't want to? Poisoning, assassination, the honey trap. Which of these has this empress not tried? This idiot is as cunning as a loach, and he has Luo Yunyan and Li Qingyu protecting him closely. It's impossible to kill him.
Got it, Holy Empress. We initially raised military funds, was precisely for the Holy Empress to personally lead the expedition to destroy Northern Wrong, so that she could rightfully and legitimately become an empress of her generation. Why don't we turn their scheme against them? However, for this Imperial expedition, we'll bring Zhao Changfeng along. Once that idiot steps onto the battlefield, he will surely die.
Alright, just do as you say. This time, we must make him thoroughly meet the king of hell.
Yes.
Even as the Imperial advisor, I have never seen so much money.
One needs to be allowed to spend what one earns. If you ask me, this demon empress is meticulously scheming to send you to the battlefield. She clearly intends to kill you. Moreover, based on my understanding of this demon empress, she will definitely try every possible means to make Zhao Changfeng die on the battlefield. Therefore, we should stop thinking about the money. Let's think carefully. How to survive on the battlefield.
I, a dignified Special Forces warrior king. That's someone from a mountain of corpses and a sea of blood, who climbed out. If you want to survive on the battlefield, there is only one way.
What way?
What way?
Win the battle.
Win the battle.
Exactly. On the battlefield. It's either you die, or I live. Only those who win are qualified to survive.
Isn't what you're saying nonsense? Of course we know we have to win. The question is how to win. This demon empress is meticulously scheming for your death. She will certainly make you go the most dangerous place. Might even trip you up from behind. Then, you haven't fought in a war before. It'd be a miracle if you could win.
I haven't fought in a war. When I was fighting, you were still wearing open crotch pants.
Acting up again.
Let's not talk about that for now. You are, after all, from the Imperial City Bureau, an embroidered uniform envoy with ample experience leading troops. Let's properly discuss whether he can survive. It's all up to you.
Me? The soldiers I usually lead are all secret agents. I usually lead scouts to gather military intelligence and assassinate enemies. Well, but to truly lead troops into battle, I am not confident. What's more, there's also the demon empress behind my back, tripping me up, making things difficult for me, and trying to kill me.
I'm the warrior king. The warrior king.
I think, even if you haven't tried it before, you can try.
Do you know what the warrior king represents?
Right.
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 The true value of the warrior king. Do you understand?
The Holy Empress arrives.
Zhao Changfeng. This empress will personally lead the expedition tomorrow. Are you prepared?
I have my own arrangements. No need for the holy empress to worry.
What a big mouth. Then, tell me, what preparations have you made?
Can I not say it?
This concerns a punitive expedition. If you don't say, this empress will punish you for neglecting military affairs.
She's here to gather information. She's going to target you.
I, the dignified warrior king. Am I afraid of that old woman targeting me?
You can't go a day without bragging, can you?
I haven't made any preparations.
Zhao Changfeng, do you know that? Concealing military intelligence is a grave crime.
I've said everything that needs to be said. Besides, that Xi Lingyan, doesn't he send people to watch me every day? Whatever I do, he knows better than anyone. If you don't believe me, go ask him.
Zhao Changfeng, as the crown prince, with the expedition imminent, how could you do such an absurd thing? At that time, when you were on the battlefield, you can't blame anyone else.
Same to you.
Alright. Still acting foolish with the expedition imminent. When the time comes, don't blame this empress for taking your life.
Kill. Kill. Kill.
Now we can't escape even with wings. I told you long ago that Demon Empress had ill intentions. I didn't expect her to be so shameless as to internal and external collusion trapped us in a siege. She truly deserves to die.
Don't mention that Demon Empress for now. Outside, there are tens of thousands of Northern Wrong bandits. We are only left with a mere few hundred people. Even if we can fight 1 against 100, we can only fight for mutual destruction.
Zhao Qingfeng, the situation is already dire. What are you doing?
It seems we can only die fighting here.
No, it's too late to say anything. Hey, idiot, come here.
Hey. Wife. What are you doing? You want to leave an heir for our Zhao family. Leave a seed. This kind of thing depends on chance, cannot be rushed.
What nonsense are you talking about? I mean, the two of us will swap clothes. I'll help you draw away the pursuers. You yourself. Flee for your life.
You are willing to die for me?
I'm your wife. Naturally, I'm willing to die for you.
Her clothes are too
The film
conspicuous.
was translated
Let's switch to mine
and
instead.
narrated
It's
by
more
M
discreet.
Media.
Easier to escape.
You are also willing to die for me?
Although, you always act foolishly. But I know, actually, you're not foolish at all. You are stronger than any man. In Great Joe.
To have such a woman. What more could a husband ask for? You two are affectionate. I Zhao Qingfeng cannot be unrighteous. I said. On the battlefield. Those who can win are the only ones qualified to live. Great Joe City. Come on. Zhao Qingfeng of Great Joe is here. Died.
Then you'll all die.
Let me show you. What a true warrior king is. It's you.
What? Don't you like it? I'm much more interesting than those two little girls. As long as you are willing to become my subject, I'm willing to share the world with you.
Share the world. The one who destroyed Northern Wrong was me. Now, I have achieved an unparalleled feat. Taking over the throne is only natural. Why should I share the world with you? Are you relying on your age? Or is it because?
If you don't know what's good for you, don't blame me for being merciless. Unappreciative little thief. After I kill you, I'll go back and kill that old thief. The Empire of Great Joe will be mine.
Audacious demoness. Come and die quickly.
Lose to an idiot. I refuse to accept this.
It's nothing. This demon Empress cannot harm me. I'm in Special Forces Warrior King.
All right. I know you're the warrior king. What do we do next?
Do what? Of course. We must rectify the Imperial Court and benefit the common people.
Still rectifying the Imperial Court. That sounds quite impressive.
It truly can happen.
I believe him.
From now on, you will be the foolish king's imperial concubines. Dare witness to your husband as I build an era of prosperity.